Good morning, everyone. It is another work day for me. So we are headed up to the mod garage as promised. Like I said, I gotta go pull this engine today. So my goal is to pull the engine out of this 11 to 14 STI, get the heads off of it, and then drop the heads off at the machine shop tomorrow. So I am literally already running late. It's like 8:30 and I want to be up there by like 9:15, 9:30. So let's go get a coffee, let's get some gas, let's go pull an engine, let's go do this stuff. Let's go make some money to be able to pay for the 17 STI. Dude, there's always so much traffic. Also, you're missing half of your doors. Straight up demolished by traffic. I got a lot of stuff to unload from the car. I bring all my own tools up here. What is that? What is happening in the bushes, dude? There's like rabbits fighting or something. So let me unload all this stuff. We'll get the hatch pulled in. I only have till 4 o'clock today because I have a live stream that I'm doing tonight for you guys. So I gotta hustle on this thing and get this engine pulled out. Ideally, I want to get the heads off today. I don't know if that's gonna happen. It might just end up being the engine coming out and the engine getting stripped down. We'll see. Once the engine's out, it's not that hard to pull the heads off, but let me get all this stuff out of here. We'll start doing the car stuff. So got all the cars moved out. There was like 45 minutes worth of moving cars around. My legs are already like dead, but the hatch is in here at this point. So we can get the motor pulled out of this thing today. Like I said, the goal for today is to get the heads off, send the heads off to the machine shop tomorrow morning. I don't know if that's going to happen today just because I just lost like 45 minutes, but we're gonna get as far as we can. I have till 4 o'clock today. Then I gotta jet out. So we should be able to, at minimum, get the engine out and strip down. So this is the hatch in question. I have no idea what happened to it, but there seems to be oil everywhere. So I'm guessing I'm going to find a hole in the engine somewhere. I have no idea. I'm kind of curious on where the hole is. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere over here. Brian, you got any guesses? Left side or right side for the hole? Left side. Brian's taking left side, I'm taking right side. So let's get this thing stripped out. Same process as everything else. We're gonna get the intake out, battery out, intercooler. Then I'm gonna start getting the alternator, AC out of the way, secondary air pump out of the car, power steering, I'll move that. We'll get the intake manifold off with the TGVs. From that point, I think I should be ready to pull the engine out. Actually, JK, I gotta get the header, up pipe turbo off. Some people like to pull them with all that stuff on. Personal preference, I just like to take it off. So start stripping this bad boy down. So I've got a lot of the stuff off. I have radiator out. I'm working on the headers right now, but I have to get the O2 sensor out from up above. I have to unclip it before I can pull that out. I pulled the alternator off, and I think I found why it blew up. Well, I think I found the result of maybe why it blew up. I don't know the direct cause of why it blew up, but I'm pretty impressed with what I just found. So before I show you guys this, I need to tell you guys about today's sponsor because it's that time of the month. All right, you guys, it is that time of the month again where I get to talk to you guys about our awesome friends over at Skillshare. Skillshare makes building these cars somewhat possible. Now, personally, I use Skillshare for a decent amount of things. Like, I'm a busy dude. I got a lot of stuff going on. This new class of just productivity and time management by Patrick Dang definitely helps me organize my life because I've got YouTube stuff going on, engine builds going on, Smeedia stuff going on. My time just gets all over the place, and trying to manage everything on my own without like proper techniques and everything, I just get so lost. I forget things all the time. It's a terrible thing. These classes have definitely helped me organize my life a little bit more. Plus, if you guys are interested in using Skillshare and trying to build upon skills or learning new things that you don't already know, there is a special link for you guys, and you guys only down in the description below. We're the first 1,000 people will get a free trial. Like, what is there to lose? You go, you click on it, you get a free trial, you get to explore the website a little bit, you might learn something new. Who knows? And if you want to continue that trial after it is over, it's only 10 bucks a month. That's cheaper than college. If you still want to go to college, though, by all means go to college. But if you just want to learn skills on the side, go check out Skillshare. It is an awesome platform, an awesome company, and I'll be continuing to use it. So why not go check it out? Now let's go check out the carnage on this engine that we just pulled out. So check that out. That right there is what I like to call a sunroof edition, skylight, call it whatever you will, but I found a couple pieces of the engine laying around right there, the EJ part, so that's pretty impressive. Not even mad. Not my car, so I really can't be mad, but That's impressive right there. So now that I've kind of figured out this, I got all the fluids out, radiators out, I'm gonna have to cut this belt. It's already damaged back here. Whoever installed that belt last time did not install it correctly. So we're gonna have to get a new AC belt. Gonna get the AC compressor moved over there. Already have the fuel lines disconnected from the manifold. I'm gonna try to pull this off with the TGV deletes this time. Normally I do manifold first and then TGV delete second, but I think I'm just gonna do it with the TGV delete still attached, just make my life a lot easier. Since it's an OEM rebuild, I technically don't need to pull all this extra stuff off. We're just going to. Well, anything that has a seal on it, we're obviously gonna replace the seal, but let me work up here some more. I'm gonna try to get this manifold off right now. If I can't figure that out at the moment, we'll jump back under the car, get the header off, get the up pipe off, down pipe off, turbo out, and then manifold out. I don't know. There's a lot of fun stuff happening. So we'll just keep exploring the wonders of this blown up hatchback right here. I got the motor out of the car. I look absolutely filthy now that I can actually see my own face. I have grease and dirt, absolutely. I have no idea how this happens every single time. Engine came out relatively easy, so the way that I did it, I started under the car, got all the bell housing bolts that I could, took the downpipe, when I was taking the downpipe off, I guess I should specify. After that, came back up, got the starter out, fought with that a little bit, but it ended up coming out, of course. The intake manifold, ended up pulling all of that off with the TGVs. I'll show you guys that here in a second. Much easier just to pull it off with the TGV still attached. Don't know why I've been pulling it off by the manifold itself this entire time, but now I don't have to reassemble that when I go to put it back on the car. I just gotta swap the gaskets out. So that came out a lot easier with everything still attached. So now when I go to put this back in the car, all I have to do is replace the intake manifold to TGV gasket and the TGV to block gasket and the throttle body gasket, of course, and I guess bypass valve. All the gaskets are getting swapped out, but much easier just to pull it all out as one unit than just trying to pull the intake manifold itself off. If it's your first time, it's pretty easy to do it by pulling the manifold off, but that saved me probably about an hour. Got everything nicely organized up here and down there, and then like the header, of course, right there. So I'm making pretty good time. I think I have time to get the heads off this thing today, even with running late this morning. So I'm just gonna tear into this. You guys see me tear apart engines time and time again. Timing covers come off, all the pulleys come off. We'll probably start with one head, get that head off, go to the other side, pull that head off, get them up here on the bench, get everything organized. So we'll do left head, right head like we normally do, write everything out on a Sharpie, so that way when I go to reassemble it all, it'll be fairly easy to just grab and go at that point. Now, I'm not gonna say I've seen worse, because I've definitely seen worse, but how do you like your pistons? Scrambled? Because that's how I like them. There's not much left in there. I am impressed because somehow piston from cylinder 1 got into cylinder 3. Like, there's chunks of piston in cylinder 3. It's bad. That is bad, you guys. Like, well, that's not gonna do. The piston ring itself is right there. This is some carnage. That's some bad carnage. Like, I don't know what happened, but this thing detonated so bad that A, it made a window in the top of the engine, and B, it scrambled the piston. Like, that's bad. Look at that. There's hole. There's some of the piston. Some piston probably came out of there, but most of it's still in there. Like, that's bad. I'm curious of what the other head looks like. Those two cam gears don't want to come off. Like, this thing was seized. It would not turn over, and I don't blame it. Like, look at what's in there. So I just got this head off. This car definitely needs new valves. There is definitely like material in here, oil everywhere. pieces of just schmoo absolutely everywhere. If this was my car, I would buy brand new heads and not reuse these, but I'm gonna send some pictures over to the owner real quick, see what he has to say, see what he wants to do. We'll swing, that's all gonna fall out as soon as I flip this motor over. So let me shoot him some pictures, see what he wants to do. I'm gonna pull the other head off and then we'll kind of go from there. That's bad though. Dude, it's all just gonna dump out, isn't it? I'm gonna try to catch as much of it as I can. Let me get this head gasket off of here. Yeah. Oh, dude, it's like raining. Up there it all is. Yeah, you know, just knocking stuff out. All right, now to fight with these cam gears and get this other head off. I need to wash my face still, dude. It's so bad. So we got 3 out of 4 cam gears off. The 4th one has to be drilled out or something. It is like, I almost chipped a tooth trying to get this thing out. We straight up snapped a 1/2 inch impact socket trying to get this cam gear off, and it's like fused to the cam at this point. I'm guessing this engine saw a lot, and I mean a lot of heat when it blew up. So my goal today was to get this cam gear off, well, to get both the heads off and get them over to the machine shop. There is no way that's going to happen. I don't have the tools here to be able to get that out right now. Yeah, we could try using heat. We don't have a blowtorch or anything like that, so I could sit here with a heat gun for 10 hours, but that's not gonna do anything. So when I come back up here, I'm just gonna have to drill it out. Jesus, dude, there's everywhere. So, I mean, at least the other head's off. If it were my car, I'd personally just buy new heads. I wouldn't really feel comfortable using something that's been, like, there's such fine particles of metal in there, and you can clean it to an extent, but there's like indentations. Metal got in between the head gasket and the head somehow. Like, it blew up. It did like a big blow up job. The cams from the passenger side seem okay. All the buckets seem fine. The solenoid, all the solenoids are getting replaced anyways, but this thing is bad, you guys. Like, if you just get a little window in your block, expect there to just be massacre, just absolute carnage everywhere. But that's all I can really do today. Like, God, I think I did chip a tooth. Like, when the impact socket snapped, like, it was a massacre. So anyways, I'm gonna head back down to the house. We got a live stream to do. I gotta battle with traffic. It's probably gonna take me like an hour to an hour and a half to get back down there. I'm gonna wait on the owner to tell me what he wants to do with this. Like I said, if it were my car, I would replace both the heads, seeing how much carnage there is inside of everything. I haven't even pulled the pan off yet, but I can guarantee you there's just a ton of carnage in there. Also, I can hear it rattling around whenever I go to like spin the engine over. So yeah, this has been fun. This has been fun. I wouldn't mind buying and trying to find like a blown up STI like this. Wouldn't mind it. Melanie's been wanting a hatchback, so if I could ever find a blown up hatchback, we could build it. We have the technology. We could rebuild it. Anyways, let's go sit in traffic, get back down to the house. So we have made it back down to our dwelling. Traffic was a little bit of a pain, but it wasn't too bad. Just did the live stream, so it's a solid Tuesday night. So I just got done talking with Brian and the owner of that hatchback that we just tore apart, and we've just decided to replace the heads, all new head, everything with the exception of the cams. The cams look like they can be cleaned and saved if I can get that one cam gear off that is like fused to that cam. So we're gonna have brand new heads coming. Brand new valve springs, retainers, so I gotta build a set of heads. I've already like shown you guys how to build a set of how to build a set of heads. So I'm pretty excited for this one. It'll be a fresh Type RA block rebuild going into this engine. Super pumped on it. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. So you guys said you wanted more of the side jobs. I'm gonna keep giving you guys this. There's like bugs that just flew into my mouth. So you guys said you wanted the side jobs. I'm gonna keep filming the side jobs for you guys. Today's was a gnarly carnage. Like, that was probably the worst engine detonation I have seen. The size of the hole in the block was probably about the size of like a $75 bill, and the piston completely ate itself. The cam gears completely fused to the cam. For the most part, all the bolt-on stuff is obviously reusable, but the entire oiling system on that car, I told him, I was like, I highly suggest replacing it. There's like metal particles and flakes all over the outside of the engine and the inside of the engine. So I suggest new oil pan, oil pickup, baffle, all that stuff, since we all have it out anyways. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. If you like the video, you know what to do. Go ahead and hit that like button. Turn it black, blue, green, yellow, purple, silver, cyan. Color of the day today is green, in commemoration of Matt getting the lawnmower working and cutting the grass. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit your boy up one of these corners. No idea which one I'll put it in quite yet. But with that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies.